Pastor Peanut, Pastor Nut, Pastor Nut. Listen, honey, we ain't forgot about you. Yes, I'm here to bring you guys update about Pastor Peanut. All right? So let me tell you about Pastor Nut. And sometimes I get it confused. Peanut, nut. Honey, this is a nutty situation with these DL pastors. I said it, DL pastor. And matter of fact, to me, Mr. Peanut, he's not even a part of the DL community, because you got to carry yourself like a straight man in order to be a part of the DL community. He is just closeted, okay? All right? It's a closeted man. Somebody is obvious that's gay, but they are in denial and they haven't came out and say they homosexual. But you could tell by the clothes, by the walk, by the talk and everything. And they said that he even confessed he used to have that homosexual spirit on him. Baby, it's still there. It is still there. And it's going after the boys, turning these boys out left and right. And not only is it turning our boys out, y'all, it's his own cousins. It's his own bloods, okay? Now, first of all, when it comes to the Christianity, look, if you a pastor, you should have a wife. You should have a wife and kids, unless your swimmers, God is not ordained for you to have them, okay? But you should have a wife and kids, because that is a model structure that every Christian you will want to follow according to that religion. Now, if y'all ain't Christian, if you ain't Christian, I ain't talking to you, okay? But I'm talking to ones that do want to get right. And it's sad that I have to come out here and I have to tell you how Christians are supposed to model themselves, because the real Christians ain't doing the work because they don't want to offend nobody, because they busy trying to get some money, okay? I don't care about hurting y'all feelings. I'm going to tell you what a TI is. All right? So rule number one, this man, I guess he's in his 40s and 50s or whatever, and he didn't even have a wife. But besides that, you know, y'all smell that? I smelled the zest. It was zesty. Come to find out how we all figured out something was up. All right. Now, mind you, this is a church they're in, and he does this to multiple boys at seasons at a time. He'll bring them in. These boys that their heterosexual father has failed them. Let's start there. That's how it all started. Well, it all started with the mother, okay? Because you as the mother, you are picking these men. Y'all know these men don't want y'all. Y'all know these men don't love y'all. Y'all know they don't care about y'all. Y'all know men lie. You may, well, he done ran game on me. Damn, ain't y'all tired of getting ran game on? You should see from your other sisters. Damn, you know, these men are running game on her, running game on this girl, you know. I'm going to have to wisen up, but no, because you bitches think you're special. You ain't special. Ain't nobody special in the world. I'm sorry to tell you, ain't nobody special, okay? These niggas treating everybody the same, all right? They just finessing a little different. Some finesse better than the next, all right? So these girls, they are fornicating. Let's start there. They say they're Christians, but they're fornicators. Ooh, and you know you can't make it into heaven gates being a fornicator, okay? You're not waiting to marriage. Close your legs. Close your legs. Close your legs, girl. All right? So they busting them legs wide open for these men and say, I love you and I care about you. A man will say anything to get them panties dropping, okay? You should know this. Get out your feelings. Well, I'm emotional. Well, get out your motherfucking emotional feelings, because it's causing you to do stupid situations. It's causing you, this is your demise, it's your death. These black men are killing these black women. BLK women, left and right? We see the reports. So anyway, they hook up with these men, all right? They give birth. The men like, bye-bye, ho, I don't got time for this. So now they're by themselves raising this kid. And some people are saying because it's the mom raising the kids by herself, these boys are picking up her mannerisms. And then some people say they're just born that way, right? So then this woman decide, well, shit, you know, I need a man figure to help me with this boy because I'm a woman. I got XX chromosome. I don't know nothing about no man. I can't tell him from a man's perspective because I'm not no damn man. So I need to go to the church and find me a man of God to teach him the ways because, honey, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to these XY chromosomes. So they go to the church, and that's where all the DL men reside, honey. DL meaning that you see them as a heterosexual, okay? Now, I don't understand how anybody saw Mr. Peanut as a goddamn heterosexual. You don't need to be nothing, okay? You don't have to be spiritual. You don't have, look, you don't have, Stevie Wonder can see he's a homosexual, goddammit. Now, Christians, they believe just because you're not active in the homosexuality that you're not homosexual because Jesus made you default as a heterosexual. So everybody's a heterosexual. They just choose to be straight. I don't believe that. That ain't true, okay? The truth is you're going to always be a homosexual. No matter how much you can... Don't touch the D. Don't touch the D, okay? You cannot touch the D. You still one in my book. You still one in my book. And ain't not going to change with that, okay? Now, believe what you believe. And some people say, well, every gay man don't want a wood. I don't give a damn. It's still wood attached to that damn body. You want that person because they got a wood attached to them. So it is about the wood. Because if they did not have a piece of wood attached to them, you wouldn't want their ass. If it was a man... and they didn't have no man part, say if it was them trans men, some of them don't got no man part. You don't want that. You don't want no cooch that look like a man but got a cooch. You want that thing that got some nuts on attached to it. So it is about the nuts. It is about the nuts. So then let's not do that. They say even when it comes to the transgender world, that these men, once they get them nuts cut off, they don't want them no more. It's all about the D. When I tell you D is a powerful thing, I can witness, I can testify. Ain't nobody compete with the D. Can't no cooch to compete with the D. The D runs the world, okay? Yeah, the D. Women fight for the D. They are willing to sell their sister out for the D, okay? D runs the world. I ain't gonna lie to you, honey, okay? Especially them big ones, okay? All right, get the likes up, y'all. Come on, we don't got all day. Get the likes up. So I got to give y'all this update with Mr. McNutt, but I got to let y'all know what's going on. All right, so yeah, they send their boys to these churches, honey, and they fire a Mr. McNutt. And Mr. McNutt is turning these boys left and right. Now, he will get them preaching. They preach real good. And see, because y'all so lost in the sauce and y'all are so hypnotized by a man's word to you, a man can easily run game on your ass because you so stupid for a man's word. You believe anything he says. You so gullible. And a lot of y'all are very gullible when it comes to emotion. If a woman comes out here crying, I've been this and he did it, you'll believe it. You wouldn't question it. You can't see a lie because if a person have emotions wrapped around it, you are blinded, all right? So a lot of these young boys, they come out in church, they preaching good, they got all this emotion, and I say, and God, oh Lord, and they got all that emotion, and these, yes, Pastor, I give you my money. Oh, I give you my money. This is a whole homosexual in front of you, honey. Okay. So that's how he was doing it, grooming these boys out. And there's been multiple boys, and they say, he loved taking pictures of us in the bed. Ain't that fucking creepy? Yeah, I know what he doing. Going in circles while these boys are sleeping, peeling back them covers, giving them night quill, knocking their ass out. Peeling back the colors. Just, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he probably said it's not a sin because he's not active. But honey, it's a sin. It's wicked. Because lust is wickedness. Amen? Lust is wickedness. You don't have to do the act to already committed the wickedness. All right? It said if you thought about it, you did it. So, honey, it is committed. So, yeah, honey, that's what they're saying. So, how it got to Mr. Peanut, because he's been doing this for a long time, all right? His cousin that stays with him got in trouble at school. They called the cousin in, the boy, and they said they're gonna call your person that's over you, which is Mr. McNutt, his cousin. And he said, please don't call that nigga. Please. I can't do it no more. And they said, no, we're going to call. What's wrong with you? He said, look at this. And he just started taking us his shirt off, right? And you just saw all those marks. And Mr. Peanut, you know, he got a problem with beating on him, you know, when he don't want, when they don't want, when he can't get, when I guess they're not being obedient, you know, because he looks at him, he's close to God. And if you are obedient to him, disobedient to him, you disobedient to God. And therefore, God is using him to put his wrath on you. And it's not to hurt you, but it's to get you in order. It's to discipline you. That's how they be thinking, them Christians, right? So that's what he was doing, honey, you know. And in the Bible, it did says, you know, hit him with the rod and shit like that. So, you know, they called those people, you know, CPS, and they got them involved. But they did some prayer, magical, witchy witch shit they got going on. Because, you know, they say witches and you got Christians. All right, witches do spell, Christians do prayers. It's the same motherfucking thing. It's just different labels, okay? But they all praying to somebody to cast some magic or to cast a blessing. Same difference. A magic or luck or a blessing. It's the same motherfucker, different name, titles, and people. Well, it means something different to you, okay? But it's the same shit. So anyway, tomato. So that's what's going on, you know? And they said that the boy, he retracted. He said it was a lie. Then Mr. McNutt, he brought the boy on social media to tell everybody it was a lie, that he's not abusing him, you know? And that's how it just went. He shouldn't have never did that. Mr. Peanut, your ass, the pride come before the fall. You thought you was eating it up. You thought you was doing something because your ass was so fucking comfortable in the shit that you in. You thought, because you've been doing it in front of the world. He has. He's been out here making videos and posts. So of course he didn't think nothing was wrong with it. But that went viral. A lot of people started looking into it. And it was like, hold on, this shit ain't right, y'all. This shit ain't right. Then that's when more boys started to come up and be active, all right? So let's take a look here. Where are my headphones when I need it? All right? And give you guys an update what's going on with Mr. Peanut McNutt, honey. And it's so many. He ain't the last one. He ain't the first one. It's so many of them. And y'all just get out of y'all feelings. Y'all emotions are effing y'all up. Y'all emotions are blinding y'all. I'll be real with you, honey, okay? So let me bring this up here. All right. So let me go here first. Oh my goodness. Let me play this clip. Check this out. Look at this.
Rabbit hole is. Let's go down it. My son Chris sleeping in this hotel bed. He sleeps any kind of way. Just sleeps wild.
So this is another son of his. Like I said, he does season when he collect boys, young boys. That's what these men are doing in the church. You know, you look at him, these are straight men trying to motivate your son to be a man of God. That's your eyesight. That's a woman eyesight, okay? That's your perspective because you cannot see. You cannot see what's going on because you're blinded with your emotions and your hopes and your fantasy of what you think should happen. You're blinded, so you can't see. So this is what he's put on the internet, and he put this shit out here himself. You know, can't nobody do this. And you see the date. This is all him, Mr. McNutt. You know, he did this, the Peanut Man. You see that? He put this out here. And he's want to let everybody know how his son is sleeping because he has spiritual sons. In the religion world, they do spiritual mothers and fathers, spiritual kids, where they adopt you as their own. And it's all supposed to be spiritual. It ain't nothing but a big freak ring, if you're asking me. Another Diddy scheme, just like Diddy and TD Jacks or whatever. So let's go.
This McNutt with other young men in 2012 calling other men his son that's not his son. Y'all know what a rabbit hole is? Let's go down it.
Well, it ain't his biological son, but that's his spiritual son, okay? And you can imagine the freakniks they be having with their spiritual sons because they do believe in incest. You know what I mean? Yeah, you didn't know? Honey, a lot of religious people, just go to those little YT towns. They're very religious and they do believe in keeping it in the family. You know, a lot of the royalty back in the day, they were very religious and they believe in keeping it in the family. So you do have a lot of religious people that do keep it close, you know. Yes, yes, yes. So let's go here. So this is a dude named Jedediah Brown. They say he's supposed to be like the lead person of the case or whatever. He's just popular that does the case. Now, he posted this 23 hours ago. He said Florida has until April the 22nd to resolve the McNutt case. Then I'm redirecting every source back to this case. We're asking for Junior to be okay. Damn, why is that so hard? So I guess they still don't know what's going on with that boy Junior. And that's the one that was in school and he was showing them the scars and everything. That's the one they made to get on this internet to, you know, say he apologized or whatever. Honey, I tell you so much. But if you guys want me to keep you updated, you know I will. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.